Welcome back to another episode here at Stain Trading. My name is Marnie Stain. Welcome to my YouTube channel where I teach you how to be a profitable, long term, successful trader. I specialize in only trading gold, and everything on this channel is about trading gold. What are the best strategies? Which ones work? Which ones don't work? And I have been a trader for over a decade. So I do think the things that I have to say hold a little bit of weight. So, guys, in today's video, I am going to be breaking down a question I was asked. Can I pass a prop firm challenge with your strategy using only gold? Yes, you absolutely can. Now, although I myself trade on the 4 hour chart, so I trade on the 4 hour as my day to day trading account. Uh, I trade some prop firm accounts, I trade on the 15-minute chart. So that is some of the trading that I do in gold on a bit of a lower time frame. So yes, you can adjust it to a 5-minute chart, but I have found that the 15-minute chart with the certain settings that I use on my indicator has really given me some great results. Now, before we jump away, if you do not know what a prop firm is a company like Top One Trader or FTMO or Funding Perps. They are companies that allows you to pass their rules successfully, like a funded challenge. So you pay a small amount to take up the challenge. Once you pass the challenge, they then give you a certain amount of capital that you can then trade on their behalf and you have a profit split. So it's a great way for you to get started when you do not have a lot of money. When I started trading, prop firms did not exist. And we had to build our accounts by hustling on the one side to make money on the other side, putting it into our trading accounts and trying to grow it. But today you have prop firms. I myself enjoy the benefits of prop firms, and I am with FTMO, I am with Top One Trader, and I am with Funding Pips. I'm also with a local company in South. I think it's Lion Trading or something in South Africa. I will put all the links in my description below. I don't get paid by these companies at all to promote them. I'm just simply doing this as an educational for you guys today. So a prop firm normally has a certain amount of steps. So you either got a one step, a two step, or a funding. I normally will tell any trader, if you are starting out with your first prop firm challenge, take a two-step prop firm challenge. Do not overburden yourself and start small. Start with a $5,000 or a $10,000 challenge. Don't go for a $100,000 to $50,000 challenge. Start small, because maybe you make a mistake and you fail the first one, you fail the second one. It's a great way for you to just start up and work through it. What's important as well is to check what the requirements are that they have. For instance, they have a profit split of up to 90%. You need to achieve a phase one profit target of 8%. You need to achieve a 5% profit target for phase two. And then you're not allowed to have a daily loss of 5%. That means the amount of trade you take for that day may not be more than 5%. And your max drawdown may not be 10%. So the moment you go over 10%, you have failed the challenge. Your consistency must be 50%. That you can see it's a very low leverage. You can hold trades over a weekend. That's very important to make sure that a prop firm tells you that. Time limits, I always say unlimited. Do not sign yourself into a prop firm that will force you to do it in 30 days, because the market is unpredictable. You never know. And then EAs are allowed. So you can start up to this challenge for $51. And then you also have funding pips with, here's another one, just to give an example. So you can go through the evaluation phase, or you can go through a master phase, which is max daily loss 5%, maximum loss 10%. So they're all pretty much the same. It just depends on the leverage and where they are and what they offer. So you can trade many different industries from different countries, different platforms, entirely up to you. But now, the big question is, does my strategy allow you to pass a prop firm challenge? So let us look at my strategy tester. So if you're going to go digging through TradingView to actually find my indicator, You're not going to find it. It is a personal indicator that I created just for myself. I actually started the whole thing for myself. So everything that I've built up to this point, I pretty much built for myself. So I built an ATR stop loss of 2x. So these are all my own versions of my of indicator and strategy that I built for myself because I wanted things that made my trading easier, that helped me to better my trading. So let's have a look at the strategy. Now, on the 15-minute chart, obviously there's only a certain amount of bars. What I did is I slotted it in for the past 3 months. So I did February, March, April. Okay, so those are the 3 months. It's up to about now, but that is the overall the overall time frame that I took. So you can see that the list of trades starts all the way. First trade starts on the 3rd of February 2025. So you can see that it is from the 3rd all the way up to today, which is May the 15th. So it's just over 3.5 months, okay, of trading history. And if you simply just follow the strategy, so what my indicator does, it tells you to take a short here, it tells you to put the TP there, it tells you to put the stop loss there. So it clearly indicates to you what needs to go. So from a settings perspective, I have the 20 MA period, my ATR is set there. So this will not assist you because my indicator, you can only get through my community. So, but if you do have my indicator and you've bought it, this is a really good strategy if you're using it on the 15-minute time frame. So let's have a look at the strategy tester again. So the strategy tester then went and did an overview for me, and based on a $10,000 account, yes, yes, that is. No, 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 no. Let me just check. Okay, so based on a $10,000 account, I think this is set to a $10,000 account. You will then see that you would have made in the strategy itself, you would have made $872. Now, but that was over a 3 month period. So that is February, March, April, and then you would have passed it now in May. So you would have had to, on this $10,000, you needed to make 8%, which is $800, which means you would have passed this this threshold in 3.5 months. Now I know that there's many people out there that are going to say to you, no, 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 we can do it easier. Follow our signals and you will get your prop firm account a lot faster. Don't stress. I'm going to give you the trades to pass your prop firm. Okay, I want to reiterate this to you. If you are going to seek shortcuts in trading, you are going to battle day in and day out. The reality is, trading is all about finding an edge, and that edge in the market can literally be 1% per year or 5% per year. That means you are making money. The difference is just you are keeping more than what you are losing. That if people can grasp that about trading, their lives will change. You need to understand that 95% of traders loses money, but the difference with the 5% that are successful, they get to keep a little bit more of money back from the losers they have. So they can, for every loser they make a their profit covers the loss, but also brings back a little bit extra that they get to keep in the thing. This traders that have all these funny things, and that I don't know where they get them. I can't speak on behalf of them, but I can only speak for myself. Being in this game now for over a decade, this is the only way to do it, is to have a trading strategy that you can execute consistently and you know that the results are clear and there. Okay, so this is, and again, this is safe measures, because if you have a look at this, you cannot afford to lose more than 10% of your account. This is the safety parameters that this indicator has built in. So from a look at the max equity drawdown for that entire time, the max equity drawdown was $250. So you can actually rev this up. You can actually turn this and say, okay, I'm not going to be using only 5% of my account or 3% of my account. I can actually use 10% of my account because my max equity drawdown. So you can go and play with this back and forth. But just based on what I'm showing here, sorry guys, you would have passed a prop firm challenge. Let's see, funding pips, would you have passed? I just want to close my FTM um, thing there. I wanted to show you the challenge, but it keeps opening up my screen and showing my results, and I don't want to put that all over YouTube. That's only for my personal community. So if you want to see what I'm doing inside, then join my community. All the links are in the description below, in the comment section, and join me there. So 5% is the max loss. So on a $10,000 account, it means that you would have lost only less. That's not even 5%. 5% is $500. You would have lost half of it. That was the maximum equity drawdown that you had suffered the entire time. This is brilliant. I mean, this is amazing. You were trading safely within parameters, and then maximum loss is 10%. So trading this system, you would not have gone through it. The only time you would have had a real bad one, is here, where you would have had a real big one coming all the way down here, which was about the biggest one. But now the important part, whenever you're doing a prop firm challenge, is you need to make sure what is the amount of consecutive losers, because this is where a lot of people don't pass prop firm challenges, because they're just focusing on the profit. Like I said on my channel, guys, the first thing that I always look at is, what is the risk? What am I allowed to risk? What am I allowed not to risk? And it's about understanding what my risk portfolio is, and if I understand my risk portfolio, then I know which way to go. Now, let's have a look at the consecutive losers, because it's the big thing for you is, how many times can I potentially face a loser? And that will tell me up front, from a mental perspective, it will prepare me to say, okay, my system or my trading system tells me I can lose 6 trades in a row. So I need to mentally prepare myself to go into trades, have 6 losers, but know at the end of the day, I'm walking out with profit. So let's have a look. Here is one loss. There's another loss, but there was a win in between. There's another loss. Let's have a look. There's some winners. There's 2. So we're sitting on 2. 2 is now the most. There's 2. There's a 3. There's a 4. So now we have 4 consecutive losers. Okay, 1. Okay, there was a whole consecutive winners. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. I went too fast there. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now we're sitting on 5 consecutive losers in a row. One there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. So 6 is my consecutive losers. Now I know I've got 6 in a row. So I need to prepare myself for 6 in a row. Do I see more 6 in a row? No. Okay. I don't see any more. So 6 was the most consecutive losers. There's 4, 5. Whoa, I went too fast there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that was 5. So 6 was my biggest one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, no, that's so. From my strategy, if I have a look at the amount of trades, because remember this 3 month period, I took 88 trades. That's a lot of trades. In 3.5 months, that's a lot of trades. So 6 is my consecutive losers, right? So I know that the probability for me to have losers is 6 in a row. Okay. So now let me show you guys from so now that you understand, sorry, let me start at the beginning. So now you know that you've got 6 trades in a row that you have the potential to lose. So what does it mean for you when you do your prop firm challenge, or when you're trying to get that strategy? Is you've got a $10,000 account. So that means you cannot lose more than 5% per day, right? You can't lose more than 5%. So you've also seen that those consecutive losers of mine are not all in the same day. So this is something I need to check. Because you see, you guys think I'm just looking at the profit and I'm like, okay, cool. From a profit perspective, I can pass this prop firm challenge. No. Whoa. We need to go through all the variables on this prop firm challenge. So here we have a prop firm. So here, my consecutive losers, one is in the 10th, the next day, 2 days later. Okay, so there's no consecutive losers in one day. So what are we looking at? What are we looking at? What are we looking at? Where's those big ones? Okay, here's 17, 17. There we had 2 in a day. So here we had 1, we had 1, we had 1. Okay, so it doesn't look like my consecutive losers are all in the same day. There's a 4, and then there's a 5. So none of my losers seem to be maybe 2 in a day. So maybe I've taken 2 trades a day that has given me losers. Okay, so now I know I can only risk 2.5% per day. Okay, because I can only lose up to 5%. So I can only risk 2.5% of my account per day if I take more than one trade. Okay, so that is something that I need to take into consideration when I draft my plan. So then I know, okay, I can only risk 2.5%, but I know that I have consecutively 6 losers. So that means that if I have 6 losers and each one is 2.5%, then I'm going to be losing 2.5, 5, 7.5, 10, and then I've lost my prop firm challenge I'm supposed to have. So I now know that I can only do 1%. 1%. Or wait, let's see it. It's 10%. So you can do, if it's 6, it's 1%, the last 4 into that. So you can do about 1.3% you can do on this challenge. So you can only risk 1.3% of your trading capital in order for you to stay within the safety parameters of this trade. So that means if I'm saying 1.3%, that means on a $10,000, 1% is $100, right? So I can only risk $130. Okay. Why only $130? Because if I have 6 losers, that's 600 already. And then it's 369, 700, 369, 800. So I can maybe, switch it up, maybe 1.4 if I want, or 1.5. 1.5, I think, is going to put me over because that's 6 and there's 7, 8. Okay, 9. You're right. So I can do 1.5%. I can do of my account size. I can trade according to the strategy, and this one is exactly set up on those parameters. So I am only risking 1.5. Now, this is very important to have a look. Is go to your trade analysis, because now how many winning trades do I have? 44 winners and 44 losers. Okay, so now I know I've got 44 winners. So that means in that time period, if I risk this trading strategy risks 1 to 1.5. So it means for every one that I lose, I'm gaining back 1.5. All right. So this is where this comes from. So now if I have 44 losers, it means that I risked $150, right? So let's say that 1.5. So I risked $150 on my $10,000 account. I risked $150 as my risk. That's what I was going to lose. So let's quickly do the maths on that. So that means let's say here. Okay, so that means I risk $150 per trade. Let's put that per trade. That's my risk. And what is my gain? My gain is to make 1.5 that. So I want to make the 150 plus half of that back, which means that's 225. Yes, because that's 250. No, it's not 225. I'm confused. It's 150 plus 100. No, it is. Yeah, 150 and half of 150 is 75. So it is. It's 150 plus 75. Where's my maths today, guys? I think it's 225. Yes, you are doing it to get 225. 150 plus another 50 is 200. Yes, 225. Not that bad. Okay, so now we've set the parameters for that trade, because now we want to see, is this system working? Although I know it's working, I want you guys to understand what are the factors that I put behind this. So now I know I have 44 winners and I have 44 losers, right? What is then the amount that I got to my losers? Now my losers are 150 a trade. So now I'm going to need my trusty calculator. Okay, let me put on my calculator here. 44 times 150 is 6,600, right? 6,600. So that is 6,600, right? That's what my losers are. Now, what are my winners? Where's my calculator? 44 times 225 is 9,900, right? 9,900 is my is my winners. So that is 9,900. So what is it that I am left with? So what is the profit that I made off the strategy, right? What is it? Did I pass the challenge or did I not? That's the question. So minus 6600 means I'm left with 3,300, right? That is what I'm, oh, let me just open up this. That's $3,300. So I am left with $3,300. What was the profit margin? The profit margin here for me was 8%. So I just had to do 800. Oh, shucks. So technically, it wasn't a 3-month period that I passed this challenge. It was a lot earlier. But you see, I just did it over a 3-month period because I wanted to give you guys an idea of how successful traders look at it. So that's why I can pass any prop firm challenge with my strategy. I can literally pass it on the 50-minute. Any prop firm challenge I can pass because I know what my risk is. I know what my drawdown is. I know how much I'm risking per trade. So every single trade, when I go into a trade, I know that I'm only risking $150. And I know that my profit target is set to 225. So that means I made 3.3. So that means in this 3 months, I didn't just pass my phase one, I also passed my phase two. So I passed both phases. So that means I completed my entire challenge. And I've also started by making my first profit because if my first target was $800 and my second target was what? $500. Where is it? Yeah. Yes, $500. $500. Whoa, no. Yeah. It was $500. It means that during this process, at some point, I passed this challenge because here is my strategy tester. And all I simply had to do was I had to buy when it told me to take a short and a long. I simply had to do that and I would have gotten to my profit target here. That's it. So I could have just placed the trade and walked away. And even better, with my indicator, you can simply just go here and set up an alert for yourself. So you can literally set up an alert and say, okay, when you do give me, so once you do throw this indicator to me, I'm going to have my phone with me because I'm a human being. I like to socialize. I like to go out. I like to have friends. I like to have a life. So will you ping me when you find a good profitable trade for me? Cool. It says no problem. I will do it for you. And then it will pings me on my phone. I've got TradingView. It pings me and says to me, there's a trade. I open up the trade. I work out where I check where my profit target is, where my loss is. I put it into my MetaTrader and off I go to the races. So you can see from my trade analysis, I had so many longs, so many shorts. Here it is, guys. This stuff is straight up percentage profitable. As a matter of fact, this strategy is more profitable now on the shorts than on the longs. But yeah, there it is. I had 44 winning trades, 44 losing trades. There you can see it over a 3-month period. And what's the difference? During this 3-month period, you passed your prop firm challenge. So you've passed it. You would have passed this one. You would have passed this one. What is the total? The total. This is just the maximum loss. What is the target? Must be 10% or something. I didn't check that really. Oh, here it is. Is it maximum trading days, loss, profit target? Oh, profit target. So profit target number one is $800. Same as this one. 8 and 5%. Same. So if I did both of these at the same time with my same trading strategy, I have 2 prop firm challenges. Oh, and guess what? Guess what, guys? If I decided to do the $100,000 challenge, let's say I'm willing. I'm a dedicated, committed trader, which means I know my rules. I'm gonna put my trade in. I'm not going to fool around with it. I'm not going to move my stop losses. I'm not going to have heart palpitations when I go into a 4-5 trading losing streak. I'm not going to get all negative on myself. I'm just going to stick to my trading strategy. I could have taken $100,000 challenge here at 454, whatever the price is, I don't know. And I would have passed this. Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing I want to say to you guys. Now, let's go look at this. Now you've taken my strategy, you've passed the prop firm. And this is what I'm trying to teach everybody. Capital is the name of the game in trading. Because now, here's the thing. Let's say the statistic stays the same. Because I can't go into the future now. I can only tell you guys 3 months from today what the statistics would have looked. But now, you did the exact same thing. You're still at a 50% success rate, right? Now, you've passed it. You made this $3,300. This is excluding your challenge. You now made $3,300 in the next 3 months, right? So you now made $3,300 in 3 months. 3 months, right? Well done. Okay, what would I have gotten paid by this prop firm? So they say a split of up to 90%. I don't think so. Standard profit is 80%. And okay, so it's an 80% split here. And what is the split here? How much do I get of my trading profit here? I can't remember. It's flexible. Reward split is flexible. So let's see. A trader's eligible request based on the bi-weekly profit split of up to 100%. So let's say it's also 80%. Let's say both of them are 80%, right? Just for that. So I now know that I get 80% of this money. 80% of this money. So what is 80% of 3,300? Now I need my trusty calculator. Okay. So 3,300. This is on a $10,000 account, right? 10,000. I want to show you guys this. $3,300 minus 80%. So that's 2,640 is the 80%. 2,640. Stunning. 2,640. So that means I would have taken home 2,640. That's what they would have given me times 2 if I took 2 profits. But they just say 1. So I took home for the 3 months. How much is that over a 3-month period? How much is that in income? 2640. Divide that by 3. That's $880 that I would have made in the past 3 months, right? So that's 880. That's an average of about $880. $880 per month. Now look at this. Because my strategy works and you know how to do a lot size calculator, you're not having heart palpitations when you take a trade, you are sticking to the trading system, you're not getting afraid, you're confident. Everything that I teach, guys, I teach all of this. All of this I teach you in my free Telegram group. You don't even have to pay for me to help you with this. The only thing that you are going to pay for is the strategy. You need to pay for this because you're not going to stick to it unless there is something involved for it. I've given away this strategy for free to many people and nobody has used it because people that get things for free don't appreciate it. Straight up. So I'm not going to have that argument with people. Now, here comes the question. That's on a $10,000 account. What is the potential on a $100,000 account? Because whatever you did on the $10,000 account, you simply have to duplicate onto the $100,000 account. Same thing, same metrics, guys, which means I would not have made $3,300. I would have now made over the 3-month period. That means for me, system, risk, consistency, self-development, trading community, these 5 things can help you to potentially earn this kind of money. Now, you guys are all sitting around, what's the best way for me to make money in 2025? I have just shown it to you. I have just shown you the strategy for it. I'm about the only person on YouTube that I found that is so open and honest that I will show you everything. I even show you my background of my computer and everything because that's how honest and open I can be with you guys. So here you can see it. There's my deep. It's all the back testing has happened here. I've been trading gold for over a decade. I know exactly what gold is going to do. I called a Head and Shoulders 2 weeks ago and said, gold is busy making a Head and Shoulders. You guys need to get ready. We're going to be going down on gold. We don't know. What did gold do yesterday and the day before? I TP'd big time on my accounts. Now imagine this for a moment. You guys want to understand why there are traders out there buying these huge houses, these cars, having this amazing life? Because if you have 5 prop firm accounts that looks like this and you are bagging $8,800 a month from these prop firm challenges, having access to these, because guess what? You want to know why I'm opting for everybody to go for prop firms? Is because they're strict on the control measures. They strict. Guys, you're playing with other people's money. They're going to be very strict. If you mess it up, they are going to take the money away from you, which is important because now you have that accountability. You're trading other people's money. Now, take that exact same $8,800, put it in your own trading account. So join my Telegram group, and I will show you that 8,800 is the minimum that you can make. Once you start playing with your own money, you can use more leverage because you have the consistency. You know how to stick to the plan. It's all about sticking to the plan. And the moment you can stick to the plan, boom, you unlock the life of your dreams in trading. You cannot understand why you're making so much money. You don't know where it's coming from. Well, I've just shown you a formula, given you everything. So if you want to know more, go get onto my free Telegram group. Come and see the trades that I'm doing. Come check here. I call these trades all the time. I tell my channel, here I'm taking this trade, I'm taking this trade, I'm taking this trade, I'm taking this trade. You can simply follow along. You can take the trades that you want. But I need you to know that I am not a blue trader. Not every single trade I'm going to call is going to be blue because my indicator doesn't give me only blue trades. It gives me half red trades. So half of your trades are going to go against you. But if you stick to the system and you trust and you stay consistent and you work on your mindset that you need to lose money to make money. This is trading, guys. This is trading. You can definitely change your life. Guys, I really hope this helped you. I hope this opened. So for the question, thank you so much for that question asking me, can I pass a prop firm challenge with my strategy? I'm pretty sure I've asked you now. If you want to know more, you can join. You can also get my indicator. It is everything is in my Telegram channel. Come and trade with me. I love having people around me while I'm trading. I love teaching and educating people. It's entirely up to you what you want to do. But I think I've just given you a roadmap to unlocking your dreams. Because this is what happened to me. The day when I became consistent, it all changed for me. The day that I realized that taking a trade on $100 account and taking a trade on $100,000 account, it's the same. There's the same thing you got to do. It's not like it's different. The lot's just different. The difference is, can you handle having an account that's only $2 in red, but having an account that is $30,000 in the red? That's the kind of mindset. I teach the same stuff on my channel. The moment you want to press that and move your TP, I'll be like, leave your TP. You know what the standard is. You know what the rules are. All right. So this is what I'm trying to teach you guys. So I am going to be taking up some more prop firm challenges. Come and join me. I would love for you guys to come and join me, for us to trade together and get you guys past on it. I mean, come on, guys. This is the best way to become highly successful and make as much money as you want. But it all comes down to the mindset. I keep saying this, but it's the mindset. I work more on my mindset, guys. I read more than what I do anything else. Every single day, I've got a whole list of books here in front of me while I'm doing my trading. If I'm not trading, I'm actually just sitting on it. And by the way, I just need to say that this strategy is successful where you only trade from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. So you're only monitoring the account from 6 a.m. in the morning to 6 p.m. South African time, GMT, African time, guys. So I haven't tested it on the others. So if you're in a different time zone, we'll have to adjust some of the parameters for you. But this is the overall. This is it. So it might, for me in South Africa, it might be 6 a.m. I'm taking a trade. For someone else, it can be in a different time zone. But you just need to adjust your time zones because the system kind of like pulls out, the indicator does pull out trades at a certain time every single time. But this is entirely up to you. I can't force you in that. But yes, so I have just shown you guys a strategy. I'm only trading gold. I'm not trading Euro, US. I'm not trading 30. Although I'm monitoring them, Bitcoin. I like to check what's happening in the market because I'm a market nut. But I only trade gold. I pass prop firm challenges on gold. The most hated currency in Forex is gold. People are so scared of it, yet I'm crushing it. So if you want to learn how to do gold, come and learn from me, because I promise you, I'm going to turn you into the most phenomenal trader you have ever seen. I'm going to unlock everything for yourself, and you're going to have an amazing 2025, because I'm killing and crushing 2025. Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining me on this video. I know it's a bit long. My videos are long, but they are informative. I don't do a lot of editing because I want you guys to get the emotions. I want you guys to get the understanding. I want to be doing this with you because I think there's just too many scams in this industry, and I'm trying to be as transparent as I can. So, guys, check out for all my links in the description. Join me. I've got some really cool free resources, some free stuff that you can learn from it. Check all of it down there. And guys, my personal email address is there. My personal Telegram number and WhatsApp number is there. I don't hide from anything, and I don't hide from difficult questions. So come along, come and chat. Let's have fun, guys. And I'll see you guys in next week's video. Bye.